but also developed this incredibly hateful mindset that if you didn't go along with everything that they believed, you would be cancelled, you'd be destroyed, you'd be shamed, you'd be vilified. And now, as we've seen with Charlie Kirk, you will actually be murdered in cold blood.
Yeah, that's the scary part about the whole situation, because I was one of those people.
Simply for having opinions that they don't like. It is, as I said at the start of this, it's unnerving. It's quite scary, actually.
And if you don't believe me they're doing that, well...
So I keep on seeing, like, posts about this Charlie dude, whatever, Kirk dude, whatever, regardless. And let me just say this. I'm surprised that y'all didn't get rid of him sooner. And I'm surprised that you guys aren't getting rid of more people. Like, don't stop with him. Don't let him be the end dog. Get rid of them all. And the ones that are above him. Your mayor. Your city councilman. What is it? Georgia Power? The people that keep on raising our shit? The CEO, get rid of them. Yeah. Like, what? It was so crazy. I watched like a 60-minute, whatever. Y'all know what I mean. 1 minute edit of like the things he said, and they're like so atrocious that like his wife deserves to go too. Y'all keep on talking about his wife and kids. They need to go too, because they're carrying on that mentality and that lineage. Like, get rid of the whole family. I'm so sorry. Why did you guys stop with him?
Do you have any idea what that would do if everybody applied that mentality? That's freaking tribal.
Stop with him. Go get his grandma. Because who raised you? Like, your mom ought to be ashamed for breathing scum like you. Get rid of the whole family. Like, y'all too scary. Y'all too scary for revolution. Y'all too scary for progress. Like, y'all want results without putting in the work. You gonna have to take out trash to get a clean house. Like, it is what it is. If the trash can is stinking up the house, you gotta take out the garbage. Take the garbage out, y'all. Take the garbage out. All right.
And it makes you wonder, just makes you wonder, why do people feel comfortable to do this? Maybe somebody normalized it.
Fascist.
Fascism.
Fascist.
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 Fascist. And he is a fascist to his core.
Well, Piers, it's not even that it's about his actual opinions. It's about the opinions that many thought leaders on the left purport that he has, which are complete lies. So look, I am in somewhat of a reconciliatory mode here. So I'd like to ask Cenk, I have 10 headlines here he has put up about Charlie Kirk. They are on his channel right now, and let's see if Cenk believes that these are true. Charlie Kirk says prominent black women took white people's spots. Charlie Kirk boasts about his all-white basketball team. Charlie Kirk gives piggish advice to high school girls. Ex-employee exposes Charlie Kirk's grift. Charlie Kirk embarrasses himself. Charlie Kirk's brain melts explaining anti-vax conspiracy. Charlie Kirk rants about women in their 30s. Charlie Kirk has literally no clue how the real world works. Charlie Kirk gets triggered, declines appearance over pronouns. Charlie Kirk doubles down on women-hating backlash.
Wow.
I am telling you, Piers, Charlie Kirk was one of the best human beings I ever met. He did not have a bone of racism, misogyny, or anything else in his body. But liars lie, and they gin up otherwise good people. From the little bit we know about this shooter, he had a stable household, he was going to college, he was fine. We'll find out where he got
I think he got radicalized maybe on college or online, maybe Discord.
radicalized. But please, please, let's not pretend we don't know where this stuff is coming from. And please, let's not pretend that this thing is going both ways, because it is absolutely not.
I mean, I already made a video where I think it's coming from.
Well, you know what, Cenk? I'll ask you a question directly, actually. Do you think Charlie wanted to be martyred? Do you think Charlie wanted to be martyred? Do you think Charlie wanted to be killed? Yes or no?
Of course not. What kind of asinine question is that?
You don't? You don't? Because that's pretty interesting. Because here's a video of you, Cenk, talking when Charlie was at a breakfast.
It allows for easy martyrdom for these guys, and they don't deserve it. But I do also want to point out, as they're in the middle of crying now, although Charlie was smiling ear to ear throughout the entire video, thinking, yes, I'm now the victim, and I'll get to claim that my rights have been
infringed. Did you catch the beginning of that, Cenk? Listen, we'll do it again.
No, I didn't, and that's totally out of. No, we're not going to do it again. Totally out of context. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
No. Listen, brother.
Are you trying to get
listen
harm
for
on
1
me?
second.
Is that what you're trying to do,
clown.
you loser?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No. I'm trying
I was going to do
expose
conciliation,
exactly
except
what
this
people
guy.
like you
Look at the
have
last
done.
two things that the last two guests said.
Piers.
Jesus,
no, what they
you
said
guys are
was, yes,
unbearable.
we should have reconciliation, but it is not without any contrition, right? It's not without a mea culpa. Charlie was accosted by Antifa at a breakfast in Philadelphia, and the video that I just played is you with a cartoon of him as Charlie Brown saying that he would love to be martyred so he could be the victim. Well, I guarantee you his wife, who now doesn't have a husband, and his kids who don't have fathers, did not want him to be martyred.
What you just played isn't what
It's exactly what you said, brother.
It's
exactly
exactly what you just said it was.
Let's do it again.
No, it isn't.
We just
heard it. We just heard it.
It's not?
All right, so
it's not?
No,
let's do it again.
Cut this crap out.
Come on,
no,
we'll do it again.
Piers, can we talk about reality? This is something he's going back to like 10 years.
Well, I think Cenk should be allowed to respond.
Even if it's 10 years, the fact that some of the video I already posted about you, they're kind of reason you're always on that message. And I'm sure on the right wing we can do it too. If you call somebody consistently fascist, that's a very bad thing, right?
And he is a fascist to his core.
So don't you think somebody behind you might be, oh man, that's actually a fascist, and do something about it? You can say, well, I'm toning it down now. Now you do it too. I'm like, yes, that is the thing, but I think we need to tone it down more.
What I said there.
And they don't deserve
it. It allows for easy martyrdom for these guys, and they don't deserve it. That was when Antifa was going after him at a breakfast in Philadelphia.
So let's let Cenk respond to that.
No, that was about words, you moron. Okay, Jesus Christ, man. All right, so now let's get to reality, okay? Shut up.
There's a massive loss here on a human level of a very bright, successful young man who, like you said, he didn't smoke, he didn't take drugs, he didn't, he wasn't a party guy. He was committed to his beliefs, and he was committed to, spreading the word of his beliefs, but also allowing people to debate with him about those beliefs. That's what a democratic society should be about. And yet here he is now, dead at 31, because somebody was incapable of listening to his beliefs without wanting to kill him.
And that means you're talking about almost everybody. Look at UK. As you can see, Tommy posts this, that the Guardian reported 110,000 at our London rally today, yet literally they had their helicopters showing the millions of patriots. You clowns. Legacy media proving again they'll just lie to your face for their own agenda. It's a moderate. And you told this moderate you're so dangerous, bam. You told everybody that was silenced about something they worried, now that even if they speak up, bam.
This is a guy, I don't talk about it that often. I happen to be gay. It's not a big deal. I've been married for over 10 years. And I've sat with Charlie and my husband and his wife and talked about marriage and talk about the differences there and all of those things. And we talked it out. That's what Charlie was great at. I do have to say, though, on the political side of this, for where this conversation has got heated, it seems to me that everyone agrees that Donald Trump is not Hitler and his supporters are not Nazis. True. So with that in mind, I'd like to read some other headlines. These are video titles from Cenk's channel. And in the spirit of reconciliation, maybe he wants to delete these things. Trump cuts anti-Nazi program. Trump spreading Nazi propaganda. Nazis encouraged by Trump's Charlottesville response. Trump defends Nazis, very fine people. That is the biggest political hoax ever.
Obama used that to help Kamala. Most left-leaning people that are powerful left you for that freaking reason, and you still have that video up.
So these things don't come out of nowhere. I only blame one person at the end of the day for these murders, which is the crazy person who does the murders. But pretending that what is wildly asymmetrical, I think I have laid that out with evidence here, pretending that it's symmetrical is deeply, deeply dangerous. Piers, you know this because we've discussed it on my show. Even on your show, you have found it way more difficult to find rational, decent people on the left who will explain themselves thoughtfully and calmly and everything else, while the panoply of people you get on the right who shouldn't even be on the right, I would say certainly someone like me, I don't know exactly where Batya considers herself, but people with a variance of political opinions that now broadly are part of the MAGA thing is because of what I just read you.
I would agree. The current MAGA right now is more diverse, more united than the current left.
Endless hysteria of the left that has ginned up people to do crazy things. It's not to say you can't say the worst things. You want to say the worst things? Donald Trump's a Nazi. It's so tough to say. You want to say that? Go ahead and say it. It falls on the person who pulls the trigger. But if we're all sitting here saying, yeah, it's not true that Donald Trump's a Nazi and it's not true that his supporters are Nazis and he's not Hitler and all of those things, well, then before you get to reconciliation, a little bit of a mea culpa by some of us might be valuable.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is disgusting. So this guy pretending to do conciliation,
You're
and
right.
I was going to be conciliatory towards Dave if I spoke first. But apparently that's not what he's doing at all. So what he's trying to do is get people angry in a misleading way against me. Are you trying to get
those
people
your
to be
titles?
violent?
Are those the titles
this
of your
is
videos?
disgusting.
No.
So no.
that's-
Let me explain.
Nobody is blaming you in that way so we can do damage to you. We want you to stop the idea that you're calling somebody something that they're not really that thing, but somebody behind you might believe that thing and do something about it, and you're going to claim, I didn't tell them to do that, but I'm not gonna remove my video.
Why do you people always want to fucking blame the left when it's always your people? It's always you guys. I'm so fucking sick and tired of it. It's so obnoxious and insane that every time something fucking happens, you people are like, must be the fucking crazy left. The crazy left? The crazy left? The left that's always trying to make you understand that everybody should have rights, everybody should be respected, people should have fucking free will over their own goddamn bodies. Are you fucking for real? You have to be, it has to be a mental illness. It has to be. Like, I know that the fucking right likes to joke about, like, Trump derangement syndrome and how, you know, all these different fucking people on the left are mentally ill. No, it's you guys. You are mentally ill. You're disgusting. You're hateful. And you cannot see who the fuck you are. There is no, it's like a bunch of fucking brainless fucking zombies just walking around repeating what they were told to fucking think and say. Figure your fucking life out. You fucking people scream from the fucking rooftops about how you have the right to do this and small government and no one's gonna fucking tread on me, all your fucking stupid bullshit. But then you literally want to tread on every person who doesn't believe in Christianity, who doesn't want to be in a fucking heterosexual relationship, who isn't white. It's crazy! You fucking talk about all these fucking freedoms and all this shit that you believe, and then literally just go directly against it when it's someone that you disagree with. That shit is mind-blowing to me. Don't you fucking dare call yourself a goddamn patriot when you want to take freedom and rights away from people just because they're not like you. You sick fucks.
So how is it that the NBA is 75% black? It's because they're better at basketball than white people generally are. It's not because
That's because of DEI.
No, oh really? What DEI? No, seriously. What DEI program or policy does the NBA have? Do they have a stated goal saying we're only going to hire black people? No, the NBA owners say we want the best basketball players, and they end up with a 75% black league. The NFL, it's a cutthroat business. They want the best possible football players. They end up with 50% of the NFL being a black league. We want the best. We want better. We don't care about the color of your skin. We want merit and we want excellence in this country.
So this is Charlie Kirk admitting that black people are better than Caucasian people. The man that came up to the podium, his stance was that black people are in the position that they are in because of DEI. That was not Charlie Kirk's position. That was the young man that he was communicating with. So Charlie Kirk informed the young man that These people, these individuals are running a business. And this has nothing to do with DEI. This is 100% who's better. And he literally said that black people are better than whites. He was entertaining the young man's position and the young man's point. He didn't bring that up. So somebody explain to me, how is this racist? I just want to, please, explain to me how this right here, him admitting that black people are better than Caucasian or white people, are racist.
Well, it's actually very simple.
Yeah, so last year you said something about DEI, unqualified black pilots. You see a pilot on a black pilot. Don't you think it was an irresponsible statement suggesting that maybe these pilots aren't qualified or unqualified?
No. But I'll tell you exactly what I said and why I said it.
Okay, go ahead.
I said, the pretext, I went through a whole windup. I said United Airlines is saying that they want 40% of all their pilots to be people of color or women. We have learned that we have relaxed standards anytime that we try to reach racial quotas. Anytime we reach racial quotas, we relax the standards. Standards for air traffic control, professors, or college admissions. Therefore, when it comes to pilots or surgeons, if I see somebody who is black, as I said on the show, I'm going to hope that person is qualified. That's what I said, which of course is legitimate, because they're begging the question, we're not hiring based on merit anymore. We're hiring based on race.
Now,
So when you see a black pilot, you wonder, boy, is that person there because they earned it or because they were placed there? That's what DEI does. It makes you ask questions you otherwise would not ask.
So the airline industry is going to take an unqualified person just based off diversity.
Underqualified, not
correction, yeah.
Underqualified.
Unqualified, underqualified, whatever, uncertified, and put them in a cockpit and risk people's lives?
Those are two different things.
He didn't say not a swimmer. He said somebody that swim not as good, because we had to lower the standard so somebody could qualify.
Of course, United Airlines will not take someone off the side of the street and put them into a pilot. But in order to reach a 40% goal, they might cut corners. They might accelerate the process in order to reach a goal. We know this through all sorts of DEI examinations and projects over the last 10 years. You have to choose in life. Either excellence or racial quotas will end up being the most important. And both cannot simultaneously exist. It's never happened before.
Okay, so when we talk about DEI, well, who benefits the most? Because black people really don't. It's only like maybe 3 to 4% of black people actually benefit from those programs. So who benefits the most?
I'm not sure your question. I mean, theoretically, if 40% of all pilots end up being black people or people of color.
But that's not. I actually looked it up. It's only like maybe about 6% of pilots
their
are black.
goal is 40%, right? That's the point. It's like that's actually a great point. So they wanted to go from 6% to 40%. And so you have to wonder, boy, you go from 6% to 40%, there's going to be a relaxing of standards.
Look, I'm not saying that DEI is bad, but if only 6% of black people are there and you want to raise it to 40 and you're already cutting corners, the fact that you might be just a little desperate, I don't know what you might be doing just to prove that you reached that point.
Violence is not the answer. This is a horrific tragedy, and we're all in danger now. This is a terrible, terrible thing to do. Violence is intellectual surrender. It's giving up and saying, I'm a loser. I don't know how to win in a battle of ideas. I'm going to resort to violence like an animal. It is the very last thing anyone who's progressive or on the left would ever do. We are for nonviolence. We are for peace. We are for our fellow human beings and humanity overall. So I don't know who did this, but whoever they are, they're a monster, and they've done something terrible. That was not just a pundit. That was a human being.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was actually after the shooting. So officially, Cenk Uygur did do something about it.
Keith Olbermann said, Charlie Kirk nor Trump are getting into heaven. And Cenk Uygur said, I don't know why you say things like this. Do you really think this is a time to be talking about how Charlie Kirk isn't going to get into heaven? That is a crazy inflammatory thing to say. How the hell would you know? Are you God? Why would you antagonize people like that? So Cenk, ever since the last election, has been pivoting more towards...
So this is from the channel I Got Receipts, and that's a good point. That's a very good point. Cenk Uygur is going a little more moderate, and I love that about him. But it makes you think, why are they so pissed? Well, we got receipts, God did.
But the people that did this dehumanization need to take responsibility for it. I don't think that it's good enough to just express lament about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I think the media, the left, the universities in particular need to own up to the fact that they participated in the very dehumanization that they for decades had been criticizing when done by people on the right. So I don't think that healing is going to be possible until there's some acknowledgement of really decade-long dehumanization of roughly half of the country.
You know what's the issue? The fact that you might have called the left-leaning people that for almost 10 years they have been dehumanizing the right, you might be causing violence. And I'm like, are you sure?
You yourself are pushing violent rhetoric against the left. You can't make this stuff up.
Sure, Michael, were you disappointed to hear those words from Trump?
Disappointed. I mean, look, the president treated and saw Charlie Kirk like a son. That's from my understanding. And so I can understand the president being pretty pissed off if someone he treated like a son was just murdered. Now, look, I certainly believe in leaders calling for calm across the board. I've been very explicit about that. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend, Jim, that I haven't spent hours looking through my own social media, seeing people applaud this, seeing people excited about this, seeing people happy about this, and not conservatives. People on the other side.
About the President of the United States.
I know what you're asking.
Who assigned blame entirely to one party. When you know the facts show.
Sure.
Yeah, the guy who had "Hey fascist, catch this" etched into his bullets. The shooter of Charlie Kirk, in other words. The guy who literally thought he was fighting fascism on behalf of democracy. Huh, wonder where he heard that.
Sure.
Well, all this left-leaning well, we know the legacy media does that.
Sadly.
He was fighting fascism on behalf of democracy. Huh, wonder where he heard that.
Sure. Sadly, people claiming affiliation with both left and right have committed horrible acts of violence.
Sure. But you know what? If the roles were reversed, Democrats.
Fascist. And he is a fascist to his core.
Sadly, people claiming affiliation with both left and right have committed horrible acts of violence.
Sure. But you know what? If the roles were reversed, Democrats, rightfully so, would say Republicans need to tell people on their side to calm down. I have not seen a significant number of Democratic leaders calling for people on their side to calm down. And again, I have seen a ton of social media posts of people applauding this. That's insane to me.
The fact that you did that, you labeled so many people that are silent about this.
Oh, I just wanted to ask a question. Do you want to get shot?
No, I'm gonna get shot. No.
This is Lexington?
Yeah.
And you're about to piss a lot of people off?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you need views, but this specific idea that you have brought up, I understand everyone has their own beliefs.
As if, hey man, you have a different opinion? Hey, you are triggering the extremist people. As if you didn't do that before.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk. Criollo colombici jam jam. Durlo que ta verdeta welcome.